And you will now tune in.
You know what it is.
My opinions are facts podcast.
Yeah. Straight up.
What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. TGIF. Day 2 to March Madness. I know everybody did on their picks, but I do too bad. The only thing I really got right was the McNeese. And the reason why I picked that, because I just seen the field goal percentage. And McNeese proved that, plus some good gameplay. But we'll bring it here Friday morning. What up, everybody on TikTok? So we get right to it. We got the first game, Baylor, Mississippi State. That one, I looked at it and I was like, you know what? I kind of feel like Baylor, 76 points, the average of season, 79 Mississippi State. But I feel when it comes to 3-point shooting, which is important in all these games, I just went with Baylor. I think they can probably outshoot them, and that's what they're going to come down to. Better free throw percentage, I should say. So that's going to play in the factor, especially when the game is like 1.5, 2.5, anywhere around that range. I just look at the free throw percentage and I make my decision there. So I'm gonna rock with that one. So I got Baylor on the money line. I feel I'm confident with that pick. Next game we got Alabama, Robert Morris. That's around the area I live in, PA, Pittsburgh area. Good luck to them, but we know I don't know what miracle they'll need to even come close to even covering the spread. I don't even see them doing that much, but hey, they made it to the tournament, so salute to them. But this one I took a different angle with it. I just took Alabama. I think they're just gonna beat down on them real early and kind of let up on the gas in the second half. So I took a different route. I went under 94.5 team total points for Alabama, but I parlayed up that with the spread minus 21.5. Like I said, I think Robert Morris is just going to be too overwhelming facing the team with that caliber, high-powered defense. And, like I said, they averaged 91 points, a game the whole season. Alabama did. So I feel, it should be a no-brainer. And 3-point percentage, 35% for three line. Free throw percentage, which I know is not going to come down to that. There's 71%. So it's really don't match. I guess that's one of the easier ones you can throw in your parlay slip. So I would definitely go with that. And hey, good luck to Robert Morris, but if you smart, you take what I just picked right there. On to the next game. Lipscomb and Iowa State. Iowa State coming in, averaging 80 points a game. Lipscomb was 79, but, two different conferences. So we know Iowa State had a much tougher conference in the Pac-12. And, I looked at both teams. It's really nothing, really can compare with it. 14th seed, you just going to need, some luck. God might, answer a prayer for them. But other than that, I just kept it real simple. And I said, I'm just going to take them. Right here, 1 second. I just took that one for the over. And, the spread was kind of high. So that's why I was thinking on it. Sometimes when it's like 14, 16, they can do it, but still, this is March. So I kind of, kind of stay away from that one because they can get hot from three. They're a better 3-point shooting team, Lipscomb is, than Iowa State. So, all it takes for some shots to fall, a couple open men, and, it could be a hell of a difference. So, yeah, let's look the over on that one. I think, if anything, if it happens to stay within 10 points or whatnot, it's going to, definitely – I can see both teams probably get to the 70s. So that's why I took with that one, the over for the Iowa State Lipscomb game. On to the next. We got right here Colorado State University versus Memphis. You got your boy Anthony Hardaway trying to, make his presence felt. Team definitely had a decent team this year, too. So salute to him. Always good to see somebody who you grew up watching making it into the tournament. Plus that's his hometown also. So that's a good thing for him. So with that one, go here, look at my thing. So yeah, that spread, it was a close spread too. It was 1.5 once again. So with that, if I expect it to be close, I always look at the free throw percentage because it always comes down to that right there. So Memphis shoots 70%, Colorado State shoots 77%. So if it gets down to it, I think the advantage goes Colorado State. I think that's why they lean with them with the 1.5. Me, I was like, nah. I just took the over. Two teams almost average 80 apiece. During the season, I can see it being high scoring. So I took that. But if you want to take a winner of this game, and like I said, Colorado State has a way better free throw percentage than Memphis. You can sway with that 1.5. But me, I took the over on that one, which is 146.5. Going to the next game, Mount St. Mary versus Duke. This is another one right here. I'm pretty sure Duke can win by 32.5, but you never know. That's way too high of a spread for me. So I shook the dice with this one. Yeah, Cooper Flag, everybody's back. And, it should be on cruise control. I figure if anything, at the end, St. Mary could at least keep it at 32.5. So I did that for them. And that's the only thing read I can get out of it because, Duke's waiting, for the later round. So it's a cruise control with them. 32.5 for St. Mary's. On to the next game. We got Vanderbilt. It should be going right here. Vanderbilt, St. Mary, 10 versus 7 seed. They're coming in this game. Both teams averaging over 75 points per game this season. Both teams have the same 3-point percentage. And free throws, it's a big difference. Drop off. You got 74% for Vandy. And for St. Mary, you have 69%. So, like I said, a 4.5 is a spread for that. You're giving Vandy. So when your free throw percentage is that much lower than the other, I'm gonna lean with Vandy, which I actually did. I picked it for the upset. Took on more money line. Yes, St. Mary has a better team. I think they have a couple better wins during the season than what Vandy did, but it's the tournament time. Vanderbilt, historically has some good runs here through the year, so I'm gonna ride with them. I'm gonna take them on a money line with that. On to the next one. It should be going right here too. North Carolina State, the team that nobody thought should get into the tournament, but they are here. ACC, got to have them in their blue blood area, so they're always going to get the okay no matter what. Views in the whole nine. But they're going against Ole Miss. Spread is 1.5. It's like a real close game. North Carolina coming in average 80 points a game, 35.3 on 3-point shooting, and the free throw percentage is 73.5, which is, pretty good what you need to, get in there. Ole Miss coming in 72 points per game, 34 from 3, and free throw percentage 73.8. So, of course, North Carolina, historically, people would love to lean in with them, which, I won't blame you. So I did that to myself. And I figured once they got in here, I think they'll make the committee feel like they're right. So that's the type of team I think North Carolina is going to be. Committee show you guys like, hey, they deserve to be in here, and here's why. So I moved the spread up to 2.5. I just think that they're going to go with the momentum, tradition, and I just think they're going to show they deserve to be in the tournament. So I think they get past Ole Miss on this one. I took the spread of 2.5, and it should be a good one. Probably one of the best games you're going to see today. To the next one, we got Maryland, 4 seed going against Grand Canyon. And this one right here, I looked at it first. I wasn't going to pick the game at all, but I figured why not try to get a good easy win in. And I got Maryland coming in 10.5. I took that spread. Why not? They average 81 a game, 3-point shooting 37.2, which is pretty good coming to the tournament. Free throw 75.5% from free throw line, and they average 36 rebounds a game. So I figure why not? We got to roll with a winner like that. Grand Canyon coming in averaging 79 a game, but they play in a weaker conference, so I don't the numbers kind of lie to you sometimes, so you have to consider that. But nonetheless, they're here in the tournament. They shoot 31% from 3, so that's not going to be good when you're going against a team that shoots 37. That means shots might not fall for them, and Maryland is probably going to go their way more likely. So I just took 10.5 on that one. Wasn't much to really look into that. To the next one we have Florida, Norfolk State. Everybody knows who, everybody's gonna pick the same thing. I don't see no upset alert or nothing. I try to read into that, and there was no angle I could find of that. So I let that go. And of course, just like everybody else, I went with a two slip with this one. I took Florida with the spread, but I took them to score under 91.5. This is another team I feel that they're gonna come out, pounce on them early. Bench players going to get in, and he showed a little mercy and kind of let up. And I think I don't see, I can see this being like probably mid 80s to probably 49, 50. So that's why I took the under with that one, under 91.5 team total for Florida. So that's how I'm rocking with that one. To the next one, we got 14 seed Troy versus number 3 seed. My team since I was a kid, the Wildcats. I hate betting on them because that's always going to come with a little emotion, but nonetheless, I did. And I just took Kentucky for the spread. I'm looking at it. They average 85 points a game and they're in the SEC. So if you can do that in that conference, you deserve to be in a tournament, which they did. 37 from 3. Like I said, that free throw percent, 73. Rebounding, about 39 rebounds a game they average as a team. Troy, they're not even close. They only shoot 30% from the 3. So, this tournament, that's where it starts with. It starts with the 3, then it works its way down. So I don't see no chance at all. 11.5, I'm taking with Kentucky. It's no brainer right there. To the next one, we got New Mexico State, number 10 seed versus Marquette, number 7 seed. This one is they're giving New Mexico 3.5. So they feel it's going to be a close one right here. I looked at the points per game with New Mexico. They average 81. But like I said, the conference is not as strong as the Marquette one. So I kind of disregard how I seen that. And, I went with Marquette money line. Yeah, New Mexico outdoes them in 3-point shooting and rebounding. But I just feel Marquette played in a tougher division. So I'm riding with Marquette. I went money line with them for sure. And I'm confident in that one. So, want to tell me Marquette money line? Let's go to the next one. We got Akron versus Arizona, 13 versus 4 seed. This one right here. I mean, Arizona's definitely tough. Definitely a good division they're in. Pac-12 always keep good teams out west. But I don't know. I just feel I'm not confident enough to believe Arizona could win by 14, 15, and whatnot. I think it's going to be close all the way through. Akron, weaker division, but they average 85 a game. Points per game, rebounding. They average just as much Arizona, just at 40. Team rebounding game. Free throw percentage, about the same there, 78% for both teams. But the 3-point where things might get a little tricky, 36% for the 3-point range with Akron. And Arizona 32. But, Arizona got a couple nice jump shooters and, got an inside presence. So, I don't know. I just think Akron can probably just chunk up enough threes, enough to fall, enough for me to get my spread because that's all I'm taking 14.5. So that's what made me take that spread just for the 3-point shooting and maybe got a little luck on their side. Who knows? But on to the next game, and we got Oklahoma and UConn. This is going to be real good game. Now, boy, Bob Hurley's a coach. Oh, man, I keep it real. I hated that dude in college just because he's on Duke. Him, Christian Laettner. Oh, I couldn't stand them guys. And, man, they broke my heart in 1992 as a kid. I'll never forget. Christian Laettner hit that bank shot to beat my Wildcats. Jamal Mashburn took them out in the Final Four, man. I was still couldn't recover to this day. But we're betting, so emotions out the door. How I went about this one, both teams average about 80 points a game. 3-point the advantage goes to Oklahoma. And free throw shooting, it's the same. Rebound is the same. But I just took the over. I think it's going to be a lot of scoring. 5.5 is a spread, but I see a lot of scoring going on in this game. It's probably going to come down to the last moment. So I can see both teams hitting definitely about 75 apiece for sure. So that should be a close one. It should be a game of the day, actually. Definitely, good defense gonna be played. And if you do pick a winner, you always got to look at the coaching. And Bob Hurley, he showed improved what he could do with coaches. So hey, most people gonna lean to the coaching staff, and they probably lean towards UConn. Me, I'm taking the over. Y'all should tell me if y'all want to guarantee win. Next game, we got Xavier versus Illinois, 11th versus 6th seed. Over under is 160.5. Spreads, they're giving Xavier 3.5. Now look at this one. It's another thing too, where I know Xavier got a decent conference they play in, but Illinois, that Big 12, that's the team they bang, they go hard. A lot of defense in that conference, but nonetheless, it's about close for points per game, both averaging just above 80 points per game. For the 3-point line, the advantage really goes to Xavier. Man, they shoot 40% from three, so that helps out in the tournament. Always helps out because, like I said, all it needs a few to fall, and they can change everything. So they got that free throw percentage. If the game's close, which they're predicting this one to be, Xavier had this one. They 80% from free throw line. That's real good. Illinois is at 75%, but yeah, 8% free throw line. That means everybody off the bench and so on can hit what they need to hit. So they might make the big shots. But for that one, I took. I'll get down to it. I took the over on this one. Like I said, another team, a lot of scoring, especially something that's like 3.5. It's going to be, a lot of scoring in this game just because I think the threes are going to fall for Xavier, and Illinois is going to be able to play inside and do what they got to do. So I can see both teams putting up the numbers. So I took the over on that game right there. To the next one. Number 15 seed Bryant versus Michigan State. Man, Michigan State, they had some good years in the tournament, especially in the 2000s. But nonetheless, hey, sometimes I go with tradition with this one. I looked at the points per game. Bryant averaged 81, but consider where they play at, really didn't mean much to me. Michigan State 78 points. Rebounding, they out do them in rebounds by much. And 3-point percentage, 31%. So, that's really jump shooting, big man team they got Michigan State. So I figured they clamp down defense. I don't see Brian getting nowhere near the 81 they average a game in this one right here, especially anything that has to do with Izzo. Coach Izzo, he knows what to do. That's why he's always in the tournament. That's why he always has a good run with Michigan State. So nonetheless, I took them 17.5. I was going with tradition, man. This game right here is going to boil down to coaching. And Izzo just going to coach you and like, hey, let's beat these boys down. We got, second round to get to. So I'm rolling with history, baby. History's on the side of me. And we got our next game, final game. Liberty versus Oregon. These are one of these funny games. I'm looking at everything, the stats and whatnot. And I'm like, man, this is real close. This is real close. I took Oregon money line. I know some people I was seeing was looking for the upset or the spread, but at the end of the day, with teams like this, it always looks good in the first half. But man, when that clock starts to wind down, it gets 10 minutes and under. Everybody reveals itself, and I think Liberty is going to reveal itself that they just couldn't keep up. And I just see Oregon advance to the second round. Like I said, it's going to be struggling in the first half because, like I said, Liberty's 40% shooting from threes. And them things get to falling, and it's going to be hard for Oregon to catch up, especially when you're shooting under 33% from the field free 3-point line. That's not good. That's not good. But I feel, like I said, second half, when it gets down to 10 minutes, I think Oregon will start to pull away and Liberty's going to trail. And, hey, they just going to say, hey, we had a good season. We gave our effort, and that's what's going to happen. So I definitely took Oregon for the money line on that game right there. And that's the last of the games today. 15 games, full slate, day 2 of March Madness. Honestly, like this I think today got better games than yesterday, so I'm gonna be more in tune to today's games. But yeah, so later on today, of course, we got an NBA picks coming up via 5 p.m. We got full slate of games. I believe there's 11 games on today for the NBA, so we'll have that for you. So make sure you tune into that. Appreciate everybody. Early morning. Let's get to these picks. You know, we gonna get rich. Like I said, get that vacay money stacked up. You know, hey, summer's right around the corner, baby. So let's get that money. Time to get paid. Make sure y'all tune in at 5 p.m. today. See y'all till next time. Let's get this money, baby.